I had made a statement about this a few months back pertaining to student loans. Why people shouldn't try to get rid of their student loan debt, especially if you've been having that student loan debt for like the last 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 4 years. You're fresh out of college and you got student loan debt. Your student loan debt is attached to your credit history. If you cut off your student loan debt or your student loan history, you cut off your payment history. Credit score would tank because you're getting rid of the history that was built to actually make the credit score that you have today. The new administration came in, they stopped the enforcement of paying student loans so people can actually get ahead in life while still maintaining a particular credit score. The system where now they're reporting unpaid debts for those student loans, and now people credit scores that weren't paying are falling again. Say for instance they had a credit score of 716, 730, 745, but now they got this credit history popping back up and it's a large amount of debt, and it's pushing their debt to income back up to over a certain percentile bracket, just say over 45% of their total income. Their credit scores are tanking, like falling from the 700 category all the way down to low 600s. Some people even seeing numbers at 500. The national average FICO scores fell in February, driven by federal student loan delinquencies, which started impacting credit reports for the first time in 5 years. The first time in 5 years. So people been running around here not having to worry about their debts. And this make me concerned about medical bills too, because if you don't have if you got some medical bills, you might want to try to get on top of them, especially if they reinforce this. But listen, it says the average U.S. FICO credit score was 715 in February, 1 point lower than the previous month and 2 points lower than in April 2024. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the federal government did not require payments on federal student loan payments until October 2024. Once payments were restarted, those who missed a payment did not see a hit to their credit until February because the government's on-ramp period. So the government is really at fault for that. They shouldn't have did that. They should have said, okay, cool, we stopped the payment, but they can continue on from where we start the payments back up at. Like, we're not going to get them with delinquencies and none of that. We're not going to hurt the consumer. But they went on about it the way that they did it, and it hurt a lot of consumers financially. So people purchasing power is going to be completely diminished to the point where they can't even do anything until they actually build it back up. And there's ways around it, especially if you credit savvy. However, more student loan delinquencies are expected to be reported in the next few months, although their delinquencies has not yet been reported. FICO said that about 5.4 million have not made a student loan payment since the pause ended. 5.4 million people. That means that their scores are going to drop tremendously. Like I said, they're going to drop from 700, 800, 700 categories, damn near down to 500. For the first time since the pandemic began, delinquency rates on all loans are now above the pre-pandemic benchmark of 8.1% in January 2020. In February, the percentage of consumers with delinquencies of more than 90 days in the last 6 months jumped to 8.3% from 7.4% the month before. That increase was also credited to student loan delinquency reporting according to FICO. These people building their credit scores, but their credit scores are also being hurt by the opportunity that we've been giving them, but we're going to take that away so they ain't got to worry about having to pay large amounts of debt to be able to keep moving forward in their lifestyle. But once they start noticing it and seeing like, bro, we got to start implementing money back into Sally Mae, because Sally Mae is not generating the kind of money that it used to be generated, and that money is government issued money. That money is government funded money. It should be automatic. That money should never stop coming in. They re-implemented it, and now people that, like they say, 5.4 million people has been delinquent. Just say you got 5.4 million people paying $100 a month. Just say they paying $100 a month. You know how much money that's generating in a month? If you got 5.4 million people paying $100 a month. Additionally, the hit of student loan delinquencies on the average FICO score may have been lessened due to lower credit card balances. The average credit card utilization, the percentage of a borrower's total available credit being used, decreased from January to February. As consumers finally pay off their holiday spending, balances declined, improving the average FICO score and offsetting some of the declines caused by those with missed student loan payments. So they said, like, people, you know, they started paying off their debts. They getting the opportunity to pay off their debts. But they still take a hit because they got delinquencies. Like, bro, y'all went 5 years. You went 60 months late payments.